Hello, beautiful love goddesses. How are you doing today? What a beautiful week it's been, and I hope you had just as beautiful of a week. And I am ready to just sit down with my glass of wine and really have this beautiful conversation with you about all things love goddess. And today, specifically, I want to use the term elegant eroticism. And this is something this term I created very recently, and I just keep using the term because it paints the picture for me so well. What is elegant eroticism? And in order for us to even dive into this understanding, let's talk about what eroticism is. And, if I go outside to, the society, we are a good few women here that, we are having these conversations and we're talking about our sexuality. We are so connected to, who we are as women. We are so tapped into our sexualities altogether. But the outside world is far from being truly tapped into their sexuality, including men, including women. Women are not tapped into sexuality, and men are not tapped into their sexuality. And this is when you start hearing terms like toxic masculine, toxic feminine. By the way, those are great subjects for us to discuss. But today is not that day. And today I really want to tap into feminine eroticism, what that is, and what is elegant eroticism that I keep on using. Ooh, it's a big one. It's a big topic. So let's unlayer. If I were to go on the outside and I started wearing short skirts and positioning and wearing sexy stuff on the outside, well, guess what? Majority of people will think of me. They would not know who I am. They would not know what I'm about. But the only thing they could do is judge me on the outside, which is a very human thing to do. I do it, you do it, we all do it. We are judgmental human beings. So that's fortunate and unfortunate. And we get to use that to our advantage here in the Love Goddess, right? We know how to present ourselves in a way where we make our first impressions to create that effect of that wow effect that we are going for. With the, if I were to dress up all sexy and seductive and go out, then of course, it depends on the level of that sexy, right? Well, let's say I wore lingerie on the outside, to the street. People would look at me like I was a prostitute. And that is societal programming that is ingrained in majority of population, both men and women. Women would look at me and their reaction, and I can tell you exactly what that's gonna be. She's gonna be judging as fuck, but jealous as fuck too. So she would be looking at me, thinking to herself, who is this woman and how she dares, how can she have so much confidence? She must be a slut, right? This is what's gonna happen in the mind of a woman that doesn't know me. What's gonna happen in the mind of a man, majority of men, and there are some that are elevated, and thank God. And then majority of them are still coming from the toxic masculine culture. They would be like, oh, she is pretty easy to just get her come with me and like call her names and like slap her ass, like they have permission to do that because she's an easy behavior. And so they would automatically assume that it's okay to do simply because I would be wearing something like that. So those are the triggers that we would create if we were to dress up super sexy and go on the outside. The outside world would not understand that, right? However, you can still do it by using layering effect and still know on the inside, like what you're doing, is you really doing this for yourself? And that's the key here in the Love Goddess community. We do not do any of that to impress someone. We do that for ourselves, to impress ourselves. And when you impress someone, it means you are seeking their validation. And we Love Goddesses are not seeking anyone's fucking validation because we validate ourselves. We are high value women. We achieved success. We created the life that, we worked so hard at creating our lives, our independence, our income, our businesses, our careers. We are valuable women who don't need anyone's validation. Like, we have that level of independence that we don't need anyone else to tell us what to do, how to do it, but we do enjoy and we do things for ourselves. But what's cool about that is that when we get those compliments, it feeds our ego, right? And it feels so good. And I love it. I love receiving compliments. I'm not gonna deny that. Like, I live for it. I just love it. But that's not gonna change my life or make a difference. And like, if I don't have it, I'm not gonna die. Like, I'm not gonna try harder to impress someone because I need them to tell me how beautiful I am. That's not why. I know I am beautiful, and then from that place, I go outside and like there is like millions of people telling me and giving me compliments on me being like at my top game, right? And I just feel even better about myself, right? Like, that's the place we're going from as Love Goddesses, right? And so, where was I with all of that, right? So if you create that layer, right? Like, a lot of women, what they don't have enough of an intuition to identify when they went too much or too far, right? And so if you start getting these weird looks and weird weird vibes from people, the chances are you've gone too far, and you need to either cover yourself up and lower your in a sense that you don't want to lower your vibration. It's not that you're trying to like minimize yourself for other people. Like, you don't want that shitty attitude next to you. You don't want other people and their attitude like even close to, simply because they might not like what you're wearing. You like what you're wearing, but keep it to yourself. So if I go outside and I want to wear sexy lingerie, I'll go ahead and put some kind of coat on, and then I know, hey, on the inside I am. Nobody's need to know about it, but my energy shifts. I still get compliments simply because I exude this different level of energy altogether. And so that is what most people think when you say eroticism. And so a lot of DMs that I get on my Instagram from guys, like my Instagram is like not even meant for guys. Anyway, I get a lot of DMs from, and they would say, ooh, you are eroticism coach. I love anything erotic. It's like, fuck you. Like, that's not even Like, I'm not even doing that. Like, whatever that is, like I'm far from that. And so, eroticism is not like it does not it relates, but it is not sexual act that they teach you or show you in porn. Eroticism is this energy around you that is seductive. It's that radiance feeling. It's that mystery. It's that, like, I call her a life force energy because your eroticism is what awakens you, what awakens other people, what awakens feelings in other people about you. And they are so attracted to that energy, to the way you make them feel. They are so attracted to your style, because there are different styles of eroticism. And I have a unique style. You, my love, have a unique style. Everyone has a unique style of eroticism within themselves, and that is their energy of life force that they're using. And I always say your eroticism is your sexual energy and your kundalini energy. So we are going into and crossing into spirituality here that gets awakened as a snake and awakens your chakras within your body, right? And that is what you're like that's life-giving, life-creating energy, your sexuality. Like, I keep repeating this over and over and over. Like, your sexuality can create kids. It's a life-giving energy. But you also can use your sexuality to create the relationship that you want, the house of your dreams that you want, the lifestyle of your dreams that you want, the, whatever the fuck you want, you can create anything in your life. And now we are going into manifestation aspect of your sexuality. And that is a huge subject on its own that I'm not even going to go there because it's massive, right? And so your eroticism, the way I teach my love goddesses, your eroticism is your sexual energy, your life-giving life force energy that awakens in you, everything in you. It's that turn on, it's that passion for life, it's that life, it's like the sparks that creates the sexual tension between you and him, right? It's that energy that creates the sparks, right? That is what your eroticism is. And learning how to use that correctly without and that's where we going back, like without overusing it or oversharing it with other people, because it's sacred. You want to keep it sacred. You don't want to expose that energy to toxic feminine or toxic masculine and people who don't know you, because it's very vulnerable energy. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, you gotta keep her covered until you are ready to handle it. Because if you are not mature enough to handle it, to handle criticism or other people's bullshit with the level of maturity and not taking it, you will be hurt. It is your very vulnerable emotion. It is your very vulnerable energy. And if you are not yet confident enough to where you stopped caring for other people's opinions, you're not gonna be able to handle other people's glances and judgment properly. Therefore, cover yourself up, even though on the inside, keep it a secret so other people don't influence you with their bullshit, with their judgment, with their criticism, right? So keep it to yourself. It is your life-giving energy. It is what keeps you like going daily, keeps you alive, keeps you passionate, keeps you waking up every morning. And it is super, super important for you to really live from that place. Now, let's talk about elegant eroticism, right? What is elegant eroticism? Elegant eroticism is the erotic energy, but we are really wanting for it to be and stay classy, right? Very elegant. We here at Lovegodesss community of classy women, of women who are tapped into their independence, who are tapped into their confidence, who are tapped into their femininity, who are coming from a place of being filled up, from a very spiritual place, from a place of really receiving what we need, from the place of healthy boundaries, from a place of healthy level of self-love, right? And coming from that place of healthy self-love, you are really like emitting that confident energy about you, and you are staying classy. Where if you were trying to, oh, I'm sorry, I need water. I don't even know what I did with my water. There it is. Okay, give me a sec. There you go. So with staying classy, right? Go back to staying classy. It is that being classy in how you show up for yourself, being elegant woman. Like I teach my love goddesses to be elegant women and wear elegant clothes and really be presentable, and then keep their sex life private and come from that fulfilled place, right? From that fulfilled place of and only share their eroticism and their erotic energy with special people and not everyone. From special people and not everyone. So that's super important. That is something that I preach. Erotic elegance is really being tapped into your sexuality in a very classy way. Being tapped into your eroticism, not from a pornographic kind of way, but from a very elegant, beautiful and feminine and fulfilled way, if that makes if that makes sense. So with that being said, we are a community of women who are tapped into our own source of elegance within our sexuality in a very classy way, and that is pretty much the blood of everything that I do. Like boudoir, like we love classy stuff. We always come from that fulfilled place, from that really feminine place, not the toxic feminine place. And I do believe like this subject, toxic feminine, toxic masculine, deserves its own podcast. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah.